want to talk a little bit about what I do to myself. For whatever reason, my brain likes to make complex stories. So my Find Me series is writing from 3 different ways. So I have this traveling book that's traveling from person to person, and that is one of the points of view that I have. And then I write the diary entries of the author over time. And then I also have these memories that she puts in the books. So that's 3 different things to keep track of. But then in my after stories, I also have to be complicated. Not sure why, but the idea came to me to write a character section. This is one of my after stories. See where it says that's where I have a plot issue, so I have to go back and fix it. But anyway, so I had this idea for a story that has a character who became a recluse up in the mountains in Colorado, and he has left some money in his cabin, and the person that is inheriting the cabin needs to find it, and he's playing a little bit with her by using this book, Robinson Crusoe. Now, I bought this book on eBay. It's in 1941, and I've already ripped this. I don't know how I can fix it. It was an accident. It's old. This is really old. Anyway, what I did was I went through here and I started it off with this one section where he's talking about the good and the bad of being alone, so alone in the world. And then I've done this where I've taken excerpts from this book and I've put them in to tell another whole story. So this whole story will be guiding her to the money that he's left on his property. So I have this underlined is what was in the book, what was in this book, word for word. And then it says the rest of that sentence wasn't underlined, but a number was written in the valley of the book, and that's page 122. So that's a note to her to turn to page 122. And so I went through this whole exercise and basically wrote an entire little mini short story from the words of Mr. Defoe, 100 years ago, into a Daniel Defoe into this whole new story. And I think it's going to be fun. I'm hoping that it's not a pain to read because I'm putting more words not underlined, so that's skipping a section, and then we get to go to it. So here it says a simple arrow led her to the next page. And then underlined, it says, a very considerable sum of money should come of my death. You shall not want. There was also a letter of my partner's with the particulars, inviting me to come over to express the flutterings of my very heart when I looked over these letters, and especially when I found all my wealth about me. So I've made it into something different when it started with this. Anyway, I'm having so much fun. I do hope that people will read my 4th book, and this will be an add-on for one of the characters that is gone too soon in the story. So anyway, hope that makes sense. Bye.